Welcome back to our channel. It is a beautiful day to dive into some completely unhinged daytime television drama, and we have a massive, explosive update to unpack today. Grab a snack and buckle up, because the landscape of Port Charles is about to change forever. Oh my god. I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, but listen. I was eating dinner and literally choked on my drink when the news dropped. I had to pause and text my friend immediately because my jaw dropped straight to the floor. Chris McKenna is out. Jack Brennan is dying. I repeat, Jack Brennan is getting killed off this fall. I am dead. I am honestly so entirely unwell over this because Jack Brennan has been the absolute epicenter of the most chaotic, unhinged drama in Port Charles for months. Like, actually think about it. He stepped in, took over the WSB mess, got tangled up in the most insane blackmail plot with Congresswoman Willow Cain, which is insane by the way, a whole congresswoman drugging her husband, and now he is going to end up in a body bag? I can't breathe. Let's just break down the suspect list because honestly, half the town wants this man dead, or at least has a reason to panic if he breathes a word of what he knows. First of all, we have to talk about Drew Cain. Why would he do that? I mean, kill Brennan? Because Brennan literally blackmailed him. I forgot to mention earlier, but Drew has been through absolute hell. Willow, his own wife, was literally injecting him with Jen Sidwell's paralytics to keep him locked in his own body. Can you even imagine? And Brennan was holding the leverage to keep Drew quiet about it. But now Drew is fully mobile. He is walking, he is talking, and he is out for blood. Mark my words, Drew is in a vengeful state that is actually terrible. He survived Nina pushing his wheelchair into the Quartermain Lake, which, again, unhinged behavior from Nina, and now he is plotting a scorched earth revenge. If Drew finds out Brennan is still trying to play him, or if Brennan tries to use that missing black box evidence against him, Drew might actually just snap his neck. Honestly, Drew is capable of anything right now. He is acting like a total supervillain, and I am here for it, but also terrified. Oh wait, before that happened actually. Let's talk about the black box. Valentine had it, then it got stolen by some gloved figure at Windermere, then Brennan was trying to get it back, and it's just a whole mess. Whatever, anyway, the point is, Brennan made a massive enemy out of Drew. But honestly, Drew might not even be the one to pull the trigger. We have to look at the sweet, innocent, totally not a psychopath Congresswoman Willow Cain. I'm calling it now, this is going to end badly for Willow. She needs to get it together, I swear. She has been relying on Brennan to silence Drew so she doesn't lose her political career, her freedom, and custody of Wiley and Amelia to Michael. And don't even get me started on Michael and Jacinda, that is a whole other mess. But Drew has been in Willow's ear, spooking her about the WSB turning on her. What if Brennan realizes Willow is a sinking ship? What if he betrays her? If Willow feels like Brennan is going to turn her over to the cops or the WSB, she might actually wipe him off the map herself. The audacity of this woman. I mean, think about it. Willow is already comfortable with chemical warfare against her husband. Would a little murder really be that far off? Seriously, I can literally picture the scene in my head right now. A frantic face-off in the dark. Willow confronts Brennan. She's crying, she's shaking, she's screaming about how he promised to help her. Things get out of hand. Maybe there's a struggle for a gun, or maybe she just grabs something heavy and wham! Tragedy. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen, just imagining it. And then what does she do? She makes a frantic, hysterical phone call to her mother, Nina Reeves. Mom, I did something terrible. Mind blown emoji. I am literally shaking. And this brings me to the absolute tragedy of Nina Reeves. Nina and Brennan have been getting so. They literally hit the sheets while searching for that black box. They have this undeniable, sizzling chemistry, and Brennan has been her confidant. But if Willow accidentally on purpose murders Brennan, Nina is going to be caught in the most impossible position ever. Does she cover up the murder of the man she is falling for to protect the daughter who constantly rejects her? Yes. Of course she does. Because it's Nina. But it would completely put their relationship to the ultimate test. Imagine Nina helping Willow drag Brennan's lifeless body into the Quartermain Lake. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever, anyway, the drama would be iconic. The sheer emotional devastation Nina would feel, burying her lover to save her unhinged daughter. I can't even... But wait, we are completely forgetting the most wildcard option on the board. Okay, where was I? Right, so Anna Devane. Honestly, Anna is breaking my heart right now, but she is also terrifying. She has been suffering from these severe, fractured reality hallucinations of Peter August ever since her hellish captivity at Windermere. Peter is literally in her head, whispering these dark, murderous, vengeful thoughts. He is pushing her to embrace her 1,985 DVX ruthless roots and target Britt Westbourne for death. Which is insane, by the way. Britt has been through enough. But Anna is on a rogue mission, completely compromised. What if Jack Brennan figures out how unhinged Anna has become? What if he steps in to stop her from killing Britt, and Anna just shoots him? My jaw dropped at this theory. Anna Devane, legendary hero, gunning down the WSB chief because a ghost told her to. It would be the most tragic Shakespearean twist ever. Brennan getting caught in the crossfire of Anna's mental breakdown would be so cinematic. And honestly, Brennan has been warning Anna to drop her investigation. He knows too much. He lied to her face about the Spoon Island shootout and Rocco Falconeri shooting Ross Cullum. He is playing a dangerous game with a woman who is currently taking orders from a hallucination of Peter August. If Brennan gets in Anna's way, or if Peter convinces Anna that Brennan is the true threat to her family, Brennan is going to take a bullet. I am actually hyperventilating at the thought of Finola Hughes acting out that. The realization on Anna's face, after she shoots him, I am dead. I literally can't. But honestly, we also have to look at the WSB itself. The agency is a total mess right now. Ross Cullum is dead, Cassius Phazon is a ghost working for Z, and John Oliver Z is cleaning house. Brennan is a massive liability. He's been freezing and unfreezing Valentine's assets, covering up murders, blackmailing congresswomen, and sleeping with civilians. The WSB does not play around with corruption when it threatens their global operations. What if Z just orders a hit on Brennan? It would be so cold, so clinical. Just a sniper in the dark. Brennan walks out of the Metro Court, and bam, game over. It's tough to predict how low Brennan will sink, but if his corruption becomes too much of a liability, the WSB will absolutely terminate him with extreme prejudice. Seriously, they have done it before, and they will do it again. I was like, are you serious? When I realized how many people want this man gone. It's a literal murder on the Orient Express that everyone has a motive. Drew wants revenge for the blackmail. Willow wants to protect her freedom. Anna is hallucinating and trigger happy. The WSB wants to tie up loose ends. Even Valentine might want him dead if Brennan threatens his romance with Carly. I forgot to mention earlier, but Brennan was totally manipulating Carly at GH, planting seeds of doubt about Valentine and Anna. Valentine is not going to let Brennan ruin his life. The suspect list is a mile long, and I am here for every single second of this upcoming fall sweeps mystery. Let's just take a moment to appreciate Chris McKenna's run as Jack Brennan. He came in as a recast after Charles Measure left, and he absolutely made the role his own. He has been so suave, so toxic, so incredibly entertaining. Watching him verbally spar with Jocelyn Jacks, who is totally embracing her WSB agent era, by the way, has been a highlight. But his death is going to launch the biggest whodunit poor Charles has seen. I am calling it now. The PCPD is going to be completely useless in solving this. Anna is the commissioner, but she's hallucinating. Chase is dealing with Brooke Lynn's hit-and-run frame-up. Dante stepped down. It is going to be up to the fans to piece this together. Honestly, I keep circling back to Willow. She is just so desperate right now. She has Michael breathing down her neck for full custody. She has Jacinda planting drugs on her. She has Jen Sidwell's trial looming over her head. And she has Drew plotting her total destruction. Brennan is her only lifeline, but he is also her biggest threat. If he goes down, her secrets might go down with him. Or his death might trigger a dead man switch that exposes everything. Oh my god. What if Brennan has all the evidence against Willow and Drew set to release to the press if his heart stops beating? I am literally shaking. That would be so iconic. The sheer panic in Port Charles when Brennan's files get leaked. Okay, where was I? Right? The murder. I just can't get over how invested I am in this. I am literally texting my group chat in all caps right now. We are taking bets. I put $20 on Anna, doing it while hallucinating. My bestie thinks it's Drew. But the Willow accidental murder theory is gaining traction. Imagine the soap opera magazine covers. Willow's deadly mistake. Nina's grisly cover-up. It is going to be the television event of the year. I honestly need to take a walk and calm down because my heart rate is way too high for it. And don't even get me started on how this impacts the rest of the canvas. If Brennan dies, what happens to the WSB operations? Does Z send someone even worse to take his place? Does Tristan Roberts step up? Side note, I am still convinced Tristan is Brennan's secret son. They have the exact same arrogant energy. If Tristan finds out someone murdered his dad, he is going to go on a rampage. Just saying. The ripple effects of Jack Brennan's death are going to touch every single family in this town. The Quartermains, the Corinthos clan, the Devanes, the WSB agents. No one is safe. Let's talk about the sheer audacity of the WSB dynamics right now. Brennan has been playing fast and loose with the rules for so long. He literally told Anna that Jason didn't shoot Ross Cullum and that he was protecting Rocco Falconeri. Like, he is actively covering up a murder committed by a teenager, which is honestly kind of sweet in a twisted way, but also highly illegal for a WSB chief. If Z finds out that Brennan is sitting on evidence of a federal agent's murder and just letting a high schooler walk free, Z is going to have Brennan's head on a platter. And Z is played by John Oliver now, which is just the most wild casting choice ever, but I am living for it. Z is ruthless. He already recruited Cassius Faison to be a ghost operative after Cassius faked his death. Z does not care about human life. If Brennan is a loose end, Z will snip it without a second thought. I can literally see a WSB hit squad descending on the Metro. It would be so dramatic. And we have to consider how this whole mess ties back to the Jen Sidwell trial. Sidwell is sitting in jail, probably plotting his own revenge, and he knows everything about Willow buying those paralytics from him. Willow is terrified that Sidwell is going to talk. That's why she needs Brennan's leverage on Drew. She needs to make sure Drew can't corroborate anything Sidwell says. But if Brennan is dead, Willow's entire defense strategy crumbles. She is going to be left completely exposed. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen because Willow is just digging her grave deeper. And Jacinda is literally out here spiking Willow's iced latte with drugs from Ezra Boyle. What if Brennan drinks the spiked latte by mistake? Oh my god, what if the murder isn't even a shooting? What if Brennan accidentally drinks Jacinda's poisoned coffee that was meant for Willow, and he drops dead in the middle of the Metro Court Gardens? My jaw dropped. That would be the most insane plot twist in soap history. Jacinda accidentally killing the head of the WSB while trying to protect Michael. I am actually screaming. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let's circle back to Nina. Nina is going to be absolutely destroyed by this. She has lost so much already. She lost her career, she constantly loses Willow's respect, and now she's going to lose the one man who actually seems to understand her toxic scheming brain. Brennan and Nina are literally the perfect match. They're both so messy and so unapologetic about it. When they hit the sheets, I was cheering. But this is poor Charles, and nobody is allowed to be happy. If Brennan dies, Nina is going to spiral. And if she finds out Willow is the one who did it, or if she has to help Willow cover it up, it's going to break her. Nina will do anything for her daughters, even the ones who treat her like garbage. She will literally bury a body for. But the resentment, the guilt, it's going to eat her alive. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly for their mother-daughter relationship. Nina will hold this over Willow's head forever. And don't even get me started on Drew Cain. Drew is acting completely unhinged right now. He is fully mobile, he is talking, and he is out for Quartermain blood. Tracy legally banned him from the estate using Monica's will, which is iconic. Tracy is a queen, but that just made Drew even more dangerous. He is recruiting Ava Jerome at the Metro Court Gardens to form a dark alliance. Ava and Drew teaming up? I can't breathe just thinking about the sheer manipulative power of that duo. Ava knows how to hide a body. If Drew decides he wants Brennan out of the way so he can freely destroy Willow, Ava will absolutely help him plan the perfect murder. They could lure Brennan to the Jerome Art Gallery, shoot him, and roll him up in a rug. It would be so cinematic. Drew has the motive, the resources, and now he has Ava Jerome in his. Brennan doesn't stand a chance against that level of villainy. Honestly, I just keep thinking about how all these storylines are colliding. The WSB corruption, the hit-and-run secrets, the custody battles, the Peter August hallucination. It is all converging on Jack Brennan. He is the linchpin holding all these chaotic plots together. Once he is removed from the board, everything is going to explode. The power vacuum in the WSB alone is going to cause a massive turf war. Will Anna step down from the PCPD? to take over the WSB? Will Jocelyn Jax get promoted? Which, again, Emma Scorpio Drake was completely right to yell at Jocelyn about the dangers of the WSB. Emma has seen the trauma it caused Anna. Jocelyn is going to be right in the middle of this murder investigation. Imagine Jocelyn having to investigate her own brother's ex-wife for the murder of her boss. The family dinners at Carly's house are going to be so awkward. I am literally pacing around my living room right now, just processing the sheer magnitude of this storyline. Chris McKenna brought so much charisma to Jack Brennan, and it is going to be devastating to see him go. But the dramatic payoff? The months of fallout? It is going to feed us for the rest of the year. I am so emotionally invested in these fictional people that it is actually embarrassing. I need them to release the fall promo immediately. I need to see the dramatic, slow-motion shots of the suspects looking guilty. I need to see Anna holding a gun while Peter's ghost smiles behind. I need to see Willow crying with blood on her hands. I need it all. I mean, seriously. Just think about the sheer chaos of the PCPD trying to solve this. Anna is the commissioner, but she is completely compromised by her hallucination. Dante stepped down. Harrison Chase is completely distracted by Brooklyn's hit-and-run confession and the fact that she framed Willow for Jordan's crash. The cops in this town are literally too busy dealing with their own massive, life-ruining secrets to properly investigate a high-profile WSB murder. The killer is absolutely going to get away with it for months. It's going to be a classic soap opera slow burn, with the audience knowing the truth, while the characters run around in circles accusing the wrong people. I am going to be yelling at my television every single day. I am so ready for the drama, the tears, the shocking arrests, and the inevitable courtroom showdown. Port Charles is about to become a war zone, and Jack Brennan's death is the spark that ignites the powder keg. Who will ultimately pull the trigger and end Jack Brennan's reign of chaos? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, smash that subscribe button, and don't miss a single update.